Hey y'all, what's up? It's Megan and welcome back. And in today's video, I got a rant. I really got a rant today about Louis Vuitton. As we all know, they've had a massive price increase, which I think is absolutely crazy, and the reason why I'll be ranting today. So yeah, stick around if you want to hear my reasons as to why they did it, because I have a few theories, and I don't believe the reason for the price increase is because of the reason they say that it is. It makes sense, but I don't think that's the main reason. Of course, if you want to hear more of what I have to say and my opinion on it, make sure to stay right here. But before we get into everything, make sure you give me a like and subscribe, because that really lets me know that you are liking my content and everything that I've been putting out, and that also motivates me to make more videos for you guys, because it gives me that extra push knowing that, you know, there's people out there just watching and enjoying my content, because I don't want to be doing this for nothing and people think I suck, which probably is what the case is right now. But I mean, I don't know, I could be overreacting. As I normally do when I go to the Louis Vuitton website, I like to kind of check in and see what's the price on the Louis Vuitton Neverfull, because I do have the bag. I do also have a Louis Vuitton Neverfull review and pros and cons video. It's an older video, but that is on my channel as well. If you're still thinking about buying the bag, definitely check it out just to make sure that it's the right bag for you. But I was scrolling and I noticed a huge price increase when I went to that section of the website. And I almost thought it was an error. I'm like, this cannot be true. It cannot be true that this bag is over $2,000 now. You guys, that is absolutely crazy. This bag, I have the MM. This bag, I will tell you right now, is not worth $2,000 anymore. Granted, it's not even worth the price that I paid for it, because really, these bags are probably so cheap to make. I want to say this is probably what, like $40-50 in reality to make this. Don't get me wrong, it's a really nice bag and it's very convenient. Now, to be honest, that review I did on my bag, the pros and cons, that was what, a year or so ago, maybe even more. I don't know if I mentioned it in that video. I haven't watched it back in a while, but if I knew COVID was gonna happen, I wouldn't have bought this bag, because I don't travel that much and I only really use this for travel. So I really think that I might have to just start forcing myself to wear it when I just go out and do basic things. But I mean, it looks brand new. I mean, I take care of my things. But enough about that. All right, so first let's see and read what Louis Vuitton said as to the reason of their price increase. Okay, I was able to find just like a quick mention of it here. It says, a spokesperson for the storied French luxury brand told Reuters that this increase is due in large part to changes in production costs, raw materials, transportation, as well as inflation. Despite the ongoing global pandemic, the demand for luxury goods has continued to climb, allowing the brands to pretty much justify raising the prices. And as we all know, COVID, it definitely changed a lot of things in our lives. Currently, we're seeing inflation in pretty much everything. Food, gas, everything has just gone up. Just like everything else that's going up, it's not surprising that the materials to make these bags are going up as well. But personally, I do not think that's the reason. But also, let me go ahead and get to what the prices used to be for this bag. So, previous to this last price increase about a month ago now, the bag was $1,690 before this huge price increase. Now, I also dug out and got my receipt, because I didn't pay that price either. I almost kind of feel like at that price it was getting to the point where it wasn't worth it anymore. But I have my receipt here. I bought my Neverfull in December of 2019 as a birthday gift to myself. So I have my receipt here, and I paid $1,390 before tax. After tax, it was $1,504.68. But even before the price increase, the bag was already more than what I paid for it after tax, which is why I was like, I don't know if it's worth it, but it's kind of walking the line to where it's about to pass like not being worth it. But now I definitely don't think that it's worth it. And now the price is, let me get back to it. The price of the MM is now $2,030. Big no. A GM is $2,100 and a PM is $1,960. It's just crazy. And it's not just on the Neverfull, all of the canvas bags. Even the pochette accessoire was over $1,000, even at the old price, which was still crazy. Now this thing is $1,290 for that little small tiny bag. It's crazy. It looks like, per this website, the only bag that didn't go up was the multi-pochette accessoire. The one, the one that was popular like either a year or two ago, that has like the canvas type strap with the circular pouch hanging, and it has the two bags. I'll put a picture up somewhere on the screen. They did no increase on that one. Why? Because that's the most popular bag, and that bag is probably still kind of high in demand now. What else has gone up? Pretty much everything else has gone up. Even the cost of a Speedy 25, the old price was $1,350. Now it's $1,490. So that one did a relatively subtle increase. But I remember when Speedies, like especially the 25 and the 30, were like under $1,000. It's just crazy. Even the Neverfull, when it first came out in 2007, I want to say 2007, 2008. Of course, it didn't have the pouch back then, but it was only like $700 or something. We pay way over the price that it costs anyway. We're overpaying for these bags no matter what brand you buy from. But to think back then, it was only $700. It hurts my heart. It's just crazy to kind of think about how with time everything is just going to get more and more expensive. From what I'm seeing down this list, it seems like they were very strategic in this price increase, because everything else, all of the other monogram bags only went up around like $140 or so. But the Neverfulls, they jacked the price up so high on this, like $300 to $400. So they know what they're doing. And I myself, in my previous Louis Vuitton video, have called this an everybody and their mama bag, because this is the starter bag that everybody wants for their first luxury purchase, because it just makes sense. We all have a lot of shit that we want to carry, usually not me anymore, and that's another reason why I'm like, I probably shouldn't have bought this, and I kind of have remorse about it, but I'm gonna use it. I'm definitely hanging on to it, because if one day I want to go through the process of selling this, I might make a killer profit on this. They for sure did this price increase the way that they did because they know this is the bag that everybody wants. I see people talk about Speedies and the Pochette Matisse, but yeah, it's just obviously clear that that's their motivation, because they know there will be people that will try to still buy this bag, and that's why I'm making this video, to tell you not to. If you want this bag, I highly encourage you to either look for it pre-loved or get something similar from another brand. For those who may not know, if you're a beginner to luxury and Louis Vuitton and this monogram, this is not leather. This is coated canvas. It may kind of feel similar to leather, but it is not leather. So this thing is subject to cracking, to getting pulls and tears on it. Now this vachetta leather, this is actual leather, but it's only on the trims of the bag. And also, let me not forget, you do get the little pouch as well, which this has served me more than the actual bag. So the pro to it is that you actually do get 2 bags in one. It does come in handy. The reason I think that they did the price personally was because they know people will still pay for it, and they know that Chanel is getting away with robbing customers and taking advantage of customers. Louis Vuitton is probably thinking, oh, Chanel could get away with charging $3,000, almost $4,000 for a little tiny bag this small. Oh no, we need to start catching up to them, because if people are buying that, we know people are gonna pay crazy amounts of dollars out the wazoo for a Neverfull, and it's huge. That's the first thing that I thought of. And it makes sense because they did the highest increase on the most popular bag, because after I bought mine at $13.90, I feel like I saw it at like 14 something, then I saw it at 15 something, and then when I did my first Louis Vuitton, going through the website and the women's collection, I saw that it was at the last price that it was, the $16.90. Now that it's over $2,000, no, it's just no way that it justifies you still paying that price. Even if this bag means something special to you, like you've been saving up, this is your dream bag, I get it. I just don't think that you would be happy about paying that much for it in the end. I just feel bad for those out there who have been saving for this bag and were planning to buy it soon, only to find out they're gonna have to save another $400. I'm telling you, girl, go look at something else. Even if you got to get the Saint Laurent Rive Gauche bag. Yeah, so there's a lot of bags out there. Just do your research and find something better. I wish I would have done that. And you might want something that will stand out a little bit better, because that's another reason as to why I kind of regret the bag. And it's pretty much the reason why I bought it, because I saw so many people with it. I'm like, this must be a really nice bag. And it is. Just not at this price point anymore. And I was actually watching the YouTuber meghanslayge, and she was an ex Louis Vuitton sales associate. I think she just quit within the past few months. She has a lot of good videos. If you're looking to buy anything from Louis Vuitton, she tells you what's worth it and what's not worth it. So definitely check her out as well. I'll try to link the video. She had a really good theory as to why they probably did this price increase as well. And she pretty much said that they want to price people out of buying monogram canvas because they want to move on to leather goods being their specialty. And I was like, yeah, she's right. That does make sense as to why they're probably wanting to do it. Again, the Neverfull is pretty much Louis Vuitton's probably most popular bag, and that's the biggest price increase that they did was on this bag. So they feel like if they raise the price of it, then people will stop buying them. And she showed that they're readily available to buy on the website, which never happens. Like, it's always out of stock on the website. I've heard other YouTubers mention that they want to start focusing on leather goods, like they want to sell their leather bags more than the monogram canvas. And to me, that it just doesn't make sense as to why they would want to do that. There are people who only buy monogram canvas bags, and that would probably be me. I mean, I do like a lot of leather bags. Like I said in my previous videos, I love the Capucine bag. There's other non-monogram bags that I like, but yes, it gotta have, you know, some type of flair to it. I don't want a plain bag and I'm paying this amount of money for it. But just from a business standpoint, like, why would you want to completely ignore a customer who wants their first possible luxury bag sometimes, a lot of the time, and they just want to price you out of that? It just doesn't make sense. I feel like as a business, it would make sense to cater to that customer, not completely cut them off and stop them from wanting to buy it. I don't know. It's like, why even sell the bag at all? Like, y'all are the company. If y'all don't want to sell something, then stop selling it. It makes no sense to raise the price to something astronomical. There are still going to be people that pay this bag this crazy price, but I really think that's going to be because of lack of knowledge and they didn't know what it was to begin with, so they think, oh, it's still cheaper than other brands, so I'm gonna still get it. But those that know will not ever buy this bag again. Hopefully they do their research and watch videos. That's why I decided to do this video. I get these luxury brands want to be so frou-frou and be only for like the upper class people, but the upper class people and the super rich are only gonna buy so many bags. Like the show off rich people will continue to buy them at any price point. Like it don't matter what the cost is, but like the true wealthy people, and I'm not saying, oh my god, if you have a whole bunch of money and you buy all the Louis Vuitton bags and you buy all designer, that you're new money, even though sometimes it kind of is. But like old money type of people will have maybe a few of these things in their collection and call it a day. You know what I'm saying? So even at the top 1% level, you'll still have people that will not buy luxury stuff. Like I don't see Melinda Gates with the most recent Louis Vuitton bag. Now granted, I mean, I don't follow her every move because, you know, she keeps her privacy. I don't see Michelle Obama out here with a Capucine bag. I mean, I'm just saying. It's not always about catering to just the rich people so that they are ultra exclusive, because a lot of these bags are not exclusive anymore. There are people that are true fans of the monogram canvas print or damier. So I just don't understand why they would completely want to shut us out. To me, I just think from a business standpoint, it's like, sure, do whatever you want with your company. They have the right, no matter what, to do what they want with the prices, what they sell, but I have a right to complain about it. But also, it's like, why get rid of your bread and butter? Those are the bags you will see everybody with. Have I ever seen anybody walk around with a Capucine bag? No. I don't hang out in circles to where anybody would do that, or go to places where people would have that bag. But I mean, still, let me go to the website and bring up some other examples. I don't see people with Dauphine bags. I don't see people walking around with a Louis Vuitton twist bag. I don't see none of that, even though those are for a particular type of customer too. I see people walking around with Speedies, with Neverfulls. I understand you want to be known for leather. Cool, I get that, but y'all could still sell leather bags like y'all are doing now. Just imagine there's probably gonna be a time where this is gonna be almost $3,000. It's probably gonna be the end of the year or the end of next year. I was refraining from saying you're crazy for buying it at $2,000, but if you pay $3,000 for this, I'm sorry, I'm gonna think you're a little bit crazy. I'm sorry, I don't mean to. It's just a shame to me that they're completely wanting to disregard customers who love the brand because of these particular bags that they became really well known for. But that's just my opinion. Some people may come on here and say, oh, if you're broke, just say that. I feel like the majority of people agreed that this price increase on the Neverfull was crazy. It's just not gonna change. I love luxury, but it's gonna come to a certain point where it's just not going to make sense to try to get a few pieces just to have like a small collection. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, even if I became like a billionaire, I'm not gonna have a 40-piece or a 50-piece designer bag collection. It's just not happening. Because I mean, it's nice in the moment, but once you get to that amount of bags, it's like, are you really gonna wear those again? You know what I mean? Unless you tend to buy only classics, I can understand that. But when I see these YouTube videos and people have bedroom size closets full of handbags, it's like, are you really gonna have the time to ever wear all of these bags ever again? It's just gonna sit there. But that's just my view on luxury. It's nice to have pieces and invest in a few things, but all in all, is any of this worth it? No. And it's definitely a status thing too. They probably want to raise the price because they're becoming too common, these monogram canvas bags and the damier bags as well. So It's a whole multitude of reasons I could probably sit here and tell you about, but those are the main 3 reasons as to why they did it. Also want to mention that I don't hate the brand. I still love the brand. But yeah, for the I don't think I'll ever need to buy another Neverfull, so it's okay. I'm glad I got mine when I did. And people could even say about me that I'm crazy for paying $1,500 after tax for this bag when they got it for probably $1,200 after tax for it. So it's really all the same thing in the end, because it's all overpriced anyway, and we're paying for logos. And that's another reason y'all want to get rid of monogram canvas, but that's what has the logos on it, and that's what we paying for. So that's what I want. That's what I want. Some people might not be all into the flash and it being too much, but if I'm paying 10, 20, 25 times the price that it costs to make it, then I want to at least have some flex with my logos, okay? So in my opinion, I feel like Louis Vuitton has just got to be stopped. But will they? No, of course not. But I know me, I could control what I buy, and it's just not going to be any of these, because I was looking into possibly getting an Alma BB, because that was one of the ones that I was considering and I probably should have gotten. But we'll see if I'll continue to shop with the brand. But tactics like this and what they do to disregard their customers, and it's not just Louis Vuitton, it's Chanel and Hermes too, but at least Hermes has the quality to back it up. And really a lot of Hermes bags I don't even really want anyway. They be cute and stuff. Now I'm not gonna lie, the little tiny mini Kelly is super adorable, but that's about it. To give me some Oran sandals and I'm good. Not gonna lie, out of the popular Hermes bags, if I had to choose one, I would go with the Constance, because I feel like it's more everyday and you could kind of sort of still dress it up a little bit as well. But yeah, the Kelly and the Birkin is just like, to me, I think that's more status more than you actually want the bag. That's just my opinion. And don't even get me started on Chanel, because their price increases are not worth it either, because their quality is going down while they're making the prices go up. And I don't own any Chanel bags, but from what I'm hearing, the quality is not up to par with people are paying for these bags. The only Chanel item I have, of course I'm going to mention them every time, are just my double C earrings. You know, nothing special. They're my favorite thing that Chanel makes. Now people might not think that's worth it, and that's understandable, but that's also what I wanted to get into, is that even though I'm passionate and I'm hyped up about this still, and it's been like a month later almost, or even more than that, the thing about it is you could decide what you want to do, and you decide what's worth it to you. Even though I'm saying it's not worth it, I can't determine what you spend your money on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you could do what you want at the end of the day. This was just me ranting, and I like to rant. But anyway, before this video gets too long, in closing, I just want to always thank you guys, if you made it to the end of this video especially. But I want to thank you guys for watching. That's pretty much all I have to say. And yeah, I'm gonna see you guys next time. Bye.